Policy maturity within an organization reflects the sophistication and effectiveness of its policy framework in guiding operations, ensuring compliance, and supporting strategic objectives. This maturity is essential for maintaining operational integrity, meeting regulatory requirements, and fostering a culture of accountability and excellence. The VALassess framework offers managers a comprehensive method to evaluate and refine their organization's policies, ensuring they are not only compliant, but also strategic and facilitative of the organization's goals. An organization demonstrating high policy maturity is characterized by a clear, accessible, and comprehensive policy framework. This framework encompasses not just mandatory compliance and regulatory policies, but also extends to best practices in governance, ethics, sustainability, and social responsibility. VALassess assists organizations in assessing the scope and depth of their policy framework, identifying areas for enhancement to ensure policies cover all aspects of the organization's operations and strategic imperatives. Mature organizations in terms of policy framework ensure that their policies are not only written, but are also effectively communicated and understood across the organization. This involves regular training and awareness programs to ensure that all employees are aware of the policies relevant to their roles and responsibilities. Through VALassess, managers can evaluate the effectiveness of their communication and training strategies related to policy awareness and understanding, identifying opportunities to improve how policies are disseminated and ingrained within the organizational culture. Another aspect of policy maturity is the regular review and updating of policies to ensure they remain relevant and effective in the face of changing internal and external conditions. This includes not only regulatory changes, but also shifts in market conditions, technological advancements, and evolving best practices. VALassess assists organizations in creating strong systems for the consistent review and updating of policies, making sure the policy structure stays flexible and in tune with the changing needs and goals of the organization. Effective policy maturity also requires mechanisms for monitoring compliance and enforcing policies. This involves not just punitive measures for non-compliance, but also supportive measures to facilitate adherence, such as providing resources and guidance to help employees understand and comply with policies. VALassess aids in assessing the effectiveness of compliance monitoring and enforcement mechanisms, guiding managers towards practices that support both compliance and organizational objectives. Organizations with a high level of policy maturity actively engage stakeholders in the development and review of policies. This stakeholder engagement ensures that policies are not only reflective of regulatory requirements, but also of the needs and expectations of employees, customers, suppliers, and other stakeholders. VALassess assists managers in evaluating their stakeholder engagement practices in policy development and identifying ways to enhance inclusivity and collaboration. For managers, leveraging the VALassess framework to improve policy maturity is a strategic endeavor. It involves leading the organization in developing and maintaining a policy framework that is comprehensive, understood, regularly updated, effectively monitored, and collaboratively developed. Managers play a role in realizing the importance of policies, ensuring they are integrated into the organizational culture and operational practices. The journey to achieving high policy maturity is ongoing, requiring a commitment to continuous improvement and adaptation. It demands a strategic and integrated approach to policy management, ensuring that policies not only comply with regulatory requirements, but also support the organization's strategic goals and operational excellence. Organizations that excel in policy maturity benefit from enhanced compliance, operational efficiency, and strategic alignment. By applying the VALassess framework, managers can guide their organizations toward realizing high levels of policy maturity, ensuring that policies serve as a foundation for governance, compliance, and strategic success. Elevating policy maturity is essential for organizations aiming to sustain their competitiveness and operational integrity in today's business environment. Through focused efforts on developing, communicating, reviewing, and enforcing a comprehensive and strategic policy framework, organizations can ensure they not only meet regulatory requirements, but also foster a culture of accountability, compliance, and strategic alignment.